assess, this is we're getting into the guts, the real guts. We're clinically and legally documenting the case. You must keep records as if you're a clinician. 7 years, documented in a file cabinet that is locked, because you will be amazed that you will all of a sudden in the mail get a subpoena. And you will. Okay? You must be able to document the case. And for me, hundreds of cases later, I don't remember what happened in June of 2005. Families do, but I don't. But I know that I do not miss a beat in terms of documentation. That's my clinical training, and I want you all to be meticulous about note-taking. Really important. Subjectively insert yourself when you're asking questions you become a part of. You show interest, you get information about. Begins the process of building therapeutic rapport. Huge. People aren't going to tell you their secrets unless they trust you, and you have to develop your own style of asking questions. Identify the clinical issues that need to be treated. Okay, you are a fact finder. You are the private investigator. These families don't know what to tell you unless you ask them the questions. So you will see that I've got some pretty good guidelines in terms of what information is important in terms of collecting from the families. It helps you refine your choice of treatment center or treatment approach. It helps to align the family by involving them in solution-based exercises. These people are flipping out. They're flipping out. They're calling you because someone is going to die. They are terrified. They're disconnected. They're frenetic. They don't know where to start. And if you don't have that internal power to hold these people up until they can get their legs underneath them, you are not helping them. If you are not the ultimate container for these people and a safe place and a place for them to be organized, the process of organizing these people creates safety for them. They feel as if they're being heard. Okay, it also allows you to become the boss, which you have to be. You must lead these people. You cannot be led by these people. If you feel as if you're being led, you must stop. Regain your position and then move forward. If you are being led, you might as well lay down in the middle of an intersection, because you will be run over and somebody could get hurt. Okay? So without being bossy and assuming and dictatorial and all these things, you have to exude power. Everybody knows me laughs, but because I'm really not. But this is the picture that I use on all of my advertisements. You are not, excuse my language, going to fuck with this one. Okay? Now, I chose this picture. My dad said, why did you pick that one? I said, Dad, because I don't want to be the nice little therapist girl that people go to. I have to exude, especially as a woman, some authority. So that's why I chose this picture. See what I'm saying? Families tell me, well, I saw your picture and I thought, she might be able to help me. So, put it on without being too much. Step up, be these people, be the person that these people need you to be. Okay. So anyway, so it's an organized process. It begins with the phone triage, which is what we're going to role play right now. You want to establish your credibility. Know what you're talking about, because if you don't, these people will spot you. If these people are shopping you, you will know it. And you can say to them, I am not in competition with any other intervention specialist. Here are what my strengths are. If this does not meet your needs, I completely understand. Take control. You are not a used car. And unfortunately, what treatment centers will do is they'll give 3 names. Let me give you 3 names of interventionists. Well, what on earth is that about? How do these people know how to to choose, other than price, who an interventionist is, which interventionist is appropriate. So we end up getting put into the position of selling our services. I say to families, I will not do that. I've never lost a case. I will not do that. Here's my strengths, here's my background, here's my training. Here's where I think I can be helpful to you. Does that sound like something that you're looking for? And if they go, well, what does it cost? And we're going to get into all these objections. Those are really good questions, but you're not going to bite too soon. Okay? People deserve to know what your services are, but not until you have a clear understanding of what the scope of the case is. Right? Why would you do that? Okay, so establish credibility, inviting concerned others to engage in solution-oriented stuff. Then, after that, you get the initial brief triage, which is so important. Keep it brief, 12 minutes, or you will be on the phone for 50 minutes. And they'll say, thank you. That was very informative, and you've just spent 15 minutes giving them your best stuff with, there's no intention there. So don't get played. Don't get played. If these people really want you, they're going to really want you if you contain them, if you inform them and inspire them, you give them hope, and you then stop the process and say, look, and this is the language that I use. There's a huge story here, and there's just no way in this brief time that I can help, that I could possibly understand the entire dynamic here. So with your permission, I'd like to do two things. I'd like to send you two documents. One is an evaluation form that I'd like you to fill out ad nauseum. I'd just like you to tell me everything that you can possibly tell me that you think would be helpful to me, and some things that are not. And then I'd also like to send you out my engagement agreement, which outlines my fees and services. And then I say to people, and please put that on the back burner because we don't know what shape this case is going to take. Okay? I will tell you happily what my fee schedule is. A lot of interventionists won't. I am completely transparent. Okay? But that's the next set of documents that's sent out. If you get those back, oh dear, we've had a technical glitch. Oh, Tom, just in time. I did something.
Computer's up.
I think I've done something.
The computer's up too.
Oh, it is? Okay. Well, that's okay because we're doing, oh, look at that. Case studies. So, when you get this next set of documents back, you will have time as a professional to sit down and comb over this information. Highlight the areas that you want to ask more questions about. Look for patterns in terms of what these people are saying, and more importantly, look for what they're not saying. Look at their handwriting. Look at the length of the descriptions. If people are using one-word answers, these are not people that know, that, I mean, there's big clinical clues here. You know, you want to do a grief, loss, and trauma history. See what they'll tell you. See what trail you want to go down.